All right, we'll just jump into here. We are going to do a competitive draft. And let's see here. I like looking at this way better. All right. Izoni is awesome. Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's a pretty good start here. I do like black green in general, especially with draft right now. Let's go Child of Night. I feel like we're gonna have some other stuff. That way we can still kind of jump into other things if we want to. All right, well, if we're just gonna draw everything good, Ritual of Soot or Fine Broker. I think we go Ritual of Soot. There's a better chance of drawing into more Fine Brokers. Creeping Chill, I don't think we necessarily want. Severed Strands is good. Let's go Vicious Rumors. Crawl Swarm, we don't want to be too expensive. Burglar Rat is really good. There's Child of Night. Prey Upon. We're going to go Child of Night here. Golgari Raiders is awesome. This actually could be pretty good. Especially because we're not playing a lot of... I guess it does kill two of the things we've already brought in itself. Guildgate is pretty good. The Stray is pretty good here as well. Card draw or better lands here. I think with Izani, we kind of need to have this Guildgate. Let's go ahead and grab that. I feel like we find a lot of strays in this deck, or in drafting here. Barrier of Bones isn't terrible. Creatures you control gain Death Touch until end of turn. And it fights someone. Yeah, that's actually... Yeah, that's good. Target creature with flying. More discard in the early game. I really like Vicious Rumors when it comes to draft. I think it's pretty powerful. Yeah, Veld Shade, amazing here. Creeping Chill, eh. Creeping Chill's decent. Let's go with Wild Ceratok. I'm not a fan of the Creeping Chill all that much. We are going to take the Locket here. Golgari Locket. Maniacal Rage into sideboard. And Vine. Omnispell, no thank you. We could play some Convokers, some bigger Convokers here. Do we just... Pitiless Gorgon is really good. Actually, Convoke and Hexproof makes this good enough. There's a lot of opportunities where this can be played and can be very, very good. So let's Elemental as another top end here. Crawl, gain some life. Necrotic Wound is good as well. We're not really filling our graveyard though. We're just kind of like utilizing it here and there. District Guide kind of gets us to the lands that we want. Weary Okapi is just a good card altogether. Now let's throw that in. I prefer to play a little more creature heavy. Personally, that's more my play style. Shieldmate's pretty good. Reach isn't terrible. I think Shieldmate is better though. Actually, we don't have very much removal. Let's go Severed Strands, especially because we have a lot of cheaper creatures here that will work well with that. Pelt Collector, yes, absolutely. Urban Utopia. That does give us a little bit of mana fixing for Izoni. I feel like Izoni we're going to be playing later on anyway. Let's discard a creature card, can help to bring that back. I'm not a huge fan of this. There's occasional games where like that can definitely help and win you the game, but I think that the Veiled Shade is a little bit better here. All right. Bats. Whisper Agent actually isn't terrible at all. Do we take that over this? Surveilling 2 is pretty good for us. Bats isn't bad. I think just Whisper Agent is good here. Yeah, we'll bring in... Actually, do we have 2 Child of Nights already? Let's go with a little bit bigger guy now. No, thank you. Do we go for Creature Destruction? Enchantments are pretty good to get here as well. I think just go with our creature plan. This way we can kind of more consistently hit our Arboretum. Yeah, we'll grab a worm. Worms aren't bad. We'll probably end up getting rid of it, but this is a pretty bad one. Vicious Rumors number 3. Urban Utopia this time. Another Okapi. I mean, honestly, 3 of those. That's actually not a bad board at all, getting a few of those. So, what do we not want other people to have? I guess this. Street Riot's not bad. Maniacal Rage. We have all of our red stuff here. Color the Culprit actually isn't terrible. We could bring that in if we needed to. Oh, man. Some good things. Alright, well, Deadly Visit, I think, is what we're taking here. Need some more removal, especially here in the last one. Oh man, white has some awesome stuff here now. I was debating on splashing some white with all the Selesnya things we were grabbing, but oh man. Veiled Shade can be pretty good still. We have 2 of them. Crushing Canopy, do we just take that now? I think that'll come back around. I'm positive it will. Let's go Shieldmate. They all gain... So we can discard stuff to get it bigger here. Undercity Uprising. Do we just take another one of those? That is really good. The Guildgate's not bad. We'll probably come back to it. Hopefully get another one. Pitiless Gorgon, awesome. That over Guildgate, yeah. And all of these ones actually aren't too great for us here. Another Undercity Uprising. I don't think we want more than 2 of those in our deck. Let's take the Trooper this time. Severed Strands isn't bad either. We'll take another Severed Strands, actually. Pilfering Imp is great. Alright, Pilfering Imp. Iron Shell Beetle. We'll put it in. Prey Upon. Again, more removal is good. Guildgate is great. Locket is good. And all of our stuff we want is in one pack. The other pack's not so great here. I think Prey Upon, especially with everything getting Death Touch, like if we have that with the Undercity Uprising, we can kill a lot of things pretty easily. Let's see here. We only have 1 Guildgate. This gives it Vigilance and Menace, but that's it. That's not very great without more Guildgates. Let's go... maybe a flyer now. I prefer the Wild Ceratox. We'll bring this guy in now. I think we'll be cutting him. Another Vicious Rumors. Alright. We'll bring in the Vapors. And let's see here. I mean, sure, why not? Another Trooper. Sonic Assault. Don't want that to go in someone's hand. Not that we really get anything here out of people's hands, but alright, so we'll go down to 2 Vicious Rumors. It is a turn 1 play. No, I think we go down the Vine. I am not a huge fan of walls. And it can sacrifice itself on turn 2 to draw a card. We might bring it back in. We'll see. Severed Strands is good, especially with this early stuff. Beetle, I don't think we really want. It's kind of a slower turn 1, turn 2. We get a lot better turn 3 here. I like this guy. Might get rid of this guy. That can be a game winner, but eh. Go down to one of these guys. Undercity Uprising. We really don't have a lot of creatures now, do we? A lot of stuff more on the top end. So let's see here. What do we need to do? So to actually get to Arboretum, we have to have more creatures in the down here. So we have 24 creatures. So Pilfering Imp, Help Collector, I guess that's pretty good. Burglar. Yeah, let's go back down the vine. Child of Knights are great, actually. So we do have the Child of Knights. Iron Shell Beetle. Yeah, we're going to go back down what we were doing here. Shieldmate is great. A lot of the shades are good. We'll go down to 2 copies. Whisper Agent we'll keep for now. Trooper. I mean, it could be a game-winning thing there to get. So I do like the Trooper there. Ritual of Soot is good. Golgari Raiders. Yeah, we're gonna go down the 1 Ceratox. How many creatures now? All right, let's see here. Let's get rid of the worm. I actually do I want the worm over the Dowser of Lights here? I mean, turn 5 something is better, I think. Go down 1 Undercity Uprising. Now let's see here. How many lands are we running? 17. Golgari Locket helps us a little bit there. So we're gonna go down 1 swamp here. Yes. All right, now we have to cut 6 more things. This is always the hard part. Urban Utopia, I think we cut. Let's see here. Painter goes down. I don't want to go down too many creatures. Just because Azoni kind of needs it to actually be any good. Let's see here. Whisper Agent might go. Veiled Shades are awesome. I think the Vapor is actually, it kills so many of our early game things that I think it's better that goes away for us. So now 3 cards need to cut here. We could also just go up a little bit. I actually like how this is looking right now. So I think 1 creature spell, 1 non-creature. Whisper Agent. What do you guys think? All right, bring it in, chat. I'm ready for your help now. What do you guys think here? I still like the Pelt Collector. There's a lot of things that we can bring in that at least grow it up to 2 or 3. I think pretty consistently. We still want to have enough creatures that Arboretum can actually be played, because I don't think we're going to be getting to 9 mana that often. But to 6 or so is not bad. Golgari Raiders can be very, very good. But then we have to keep our creatures in here. Do we go down a Severed Strands maybe? Maybe 1 Vicious Rumors. Yeah, Vicious Rumors. I mean, the idea of like making them discard their opening hand is awesome. Like that would be an amazing hand. 2 Vicious Rumors, a Burglar Rat would be awesome. But yeah, let's go down 1 of those. Let's see here. What else? I think 16 lands. I personally play a little bit lower on lands than a lot of people do, just because that's the way I play. I prefer it that way. And Pilfering Imp is great. I think actually we just go back up 1 land here. And I think I'll call this good. I'm okay with going a little bit more than the 40, personally. What do we need here more of? Black. Still pretty black heavy. Let's go. Let's see, what do we cut here? Let's go up a swamp and we'll just call it like that. I think that's actually pretty good. 40% land, 42 creature. Yeah, I think we're good there. All right, here we go. See how it goes. I think if we have a decent draw here, we have a very, very good deck. From at least from what I've seen. Jumba. Bring it on, Jumba. Yeah, we're gonna play first. Yeah, Burglar Rat. This isn't bad. I mean, wouldn't mind more stuff, but mana for the Nightvale Shade isn't terrible. Green mana is necessary along the way. Alright, Swamp. Pass the turn. Also Swamp. Alright. Burglar Rat. If we draw into another 2-drop, we might play that and just get the Guildgate down so we can actually have the green mana. Opponent's discarding here. It's so hard to discard in Limited. Like, I feel like there's sometimes it's easier, but in Limited, I think discard is one of the most powerful things you can do. It's awesome. Alrighty. Hey, we got a raid. Awesome. Thanks so much for joining, guys. So yeah, here we are. We're doing our channel here. So we're gonna swing or put down our Gorgon, swing in with our Burglar Rat. Thanks so much for joining, everybody, coming in. I do streams here Monday, Wednesday, Friday, typically in the mornings, and then I also have a YouTube channel, MTG Jeff, if you guys want to jump in and see that at any time. Let's see here. We're going to keep this guy back. Play the Nightvale Shade. And actually, we can block it if we wanted to. I want to keep putting on pressure right now. Alright, so they are going to trade off with Death Touchers here. That's fine. So I think we're looking for land here. Deadly Visit can be pretty good. Otherwise, we just start swinging in and pumping the Nightvale Shade, or threatening to pump it and maybe play Okapi here. Yeah, this works pretty well. Alright, so Nightvale Shade as well. Alright, go to combat, attack here with the Shade. Threaten to pump. Alright, they're going to let it through. We're actually going to play this Ceratox now. Perfect. Alright, so yeah, we're doing a competitive draft here for everyone that just barely joined. Competitive draft, and we are Okapi. We're Go Gary. Some decent stuff here in this deck. We drew into an Izoni first right away, so like, yeah, you know, we can make that work. So, alright, probably swinging in with the Shade here. Nightvale Sprite. Alrighty. Undercity Uprising is pretty good, actually. So we can, so they all gain Death Touch, and then we target creature, fights target creature you don't control. So I can kill this Shade real quick with the Burglar Rat. Do we want to wait until we have some better stuff here and kind of swing in with a little bit more? Yeah, let's do that. So let's build our board a little bit. So attack in with the Shade. They're going to let it through. Yeah, down to 15. Play Okapi. I kind of like to be able to do the fighting and killing something that doesn't kill our guy. Even though Burglar Rat's really not that useful here anymore. Electromancer. Alright. So yeah, for those guys who don't know me, my name is Jeff. I am a channeler. I can't. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But yeah, alright, so they're swinging in. Do we just trade off here now? We'll say no blockers. We're fine with this. We can actually get in for a pretty big swing with Undercity Uprising. So they will pump. Swinging in for 4. Down to 16. Locket's not bad. Alright, so we can swing it for 5 this way. So Uprising. Target creature I control fights this one. And swing in. Down to 10, pass the turn. Alrighty. Guild Gates. Another Electromancer. And pass. Alright, so Prey Upon. Interesting. Huh, so we can pump and Prey Upon here. Let's just get down our Locket this turn. We could Prey Upon the Night Veil Sprite just to make sure they're not doing anything there. So it looks like they do have a counter spell. Or something. I guess they could Veil Shade. Maybe that was their trigger. Let's see here. So Prey Upon, we can hit. We can hit that, and then we can just Deadly Visit next turn. So let's Prey Upon now. We're going to fight this Night Veil Sprite here, and then I'm actually going to swing in with Okapi here. See if they'll trade off. I think I'm actually fine with them trading any. Well, yeah, they can pump the Shade, so I'm going to go ahead and swing in with the Okapi now. It has Vigilance. If they let it through, great. If they trade with any of these guys, I mean, Goblin Electromancer might not be that valuable now, depending on what's in their hand. But we have the other Shade. We have a Deadly Visit next turn to kind of clear their board. I think we're in pretty good shape here. All right, there we go. Perfect. All right, plays a Swamp. This guy can get really big. That is one thing to be careful of here. We are going to Deadly Visit now. Hopefully they don't have counter. They had the Ionize before. Do they have anything here? Alright, so letting it through. Possibly a Whisper Agent here. Severed Strands is good. Golgari Raiders actually I think is pretty good for us now. How many creatures do we have? We have 3. Let's Severed Strands first, actually. We can play Imp and Severed Strands, maybe on whatever creature they might get here. And then Golgari Raiders gets bigger. Let's just Golgari Raiders. Alright, possibly a Shock here. Alright, swing in. 3 meter. Alright. Should have kept the Severed Strands on top, so it looks like. Okay, they'll probably bounce the Locket and block here. So, yeah, I think we're still in decent shape here. So we can play Pilfering both of these guys next turn. Golgari Raiders. Well, we get Severed Strands the next turn after that. I think we're still in okay shape here. Yep, bounces the locket, blocks the shade. Thousand-Year Storm. I think that that's not as good anymore. Like they'd have to be waiting to draw this stuff anyway. All right, so we could just go Gary Raiders and start swinging in here. Yeah. Let's stay on our plan. So Pilfering Imp and Shade. And pass the turn. So we have a blocker now at least. And if they are trying to like stack up spells for Thousand-Year Storm, we can just sack this guy. Play 5 mana or a 5/5 hasty creature here. Alright, so they pass. We will... If it's a counter, then we want to make them discard first. Oh man. Let's go for Severed Strands here. Alright, so go Gary Locket first. Alright, didn't seem like there was a trigger there. So Severed Strands, sacking our Pilfering Imp. Alright, gain a life, swing in for 2. Down to 8, pass the turn. And so now next turn we swing in for 7, almost lethal. If we draw land, I think we have lethal. As long as they don't kill stuff here. Alright, bouncing our stuff back. And possibly, if they have a double Thought Erasure here, that's just insane. That would be really, really bad here. Alright, what do you have? Never happened. Are you serious? Double discard? Oh my goodness. Ugh. And exiles it, so it doesn't help out with Undergrowth at all here. Yeah, nice. That's terrible. Terrible. Alright. Yeah, you can choose any of these cards, guy. What you doing? There you go. Take the other one. It's the only choice you've got. And they exile, so it doesn't even help out with the Undergrowth here. Alright, well that does help. Dowser of Lights comes down. We have a 2-turn clock now. We can draw some cards next turn if we need to. Alright, we are going to go to combat and attack in. And we're going to pass the turn. They might have more discard, and so we will draw on their end step. Island, so no Thousand-Year Storm today, sir. Vicious Rumors, we discard our forest. Vicious Rumors with Thousand-Year Storm actually could be pretty fun. Alright, so now we will go Gary Locket. Oh my goodness, lands. Well, I mean, yeah. We'll play this fella. Swing in for 4. They have to have 2 removal spells now. Yeah, pass the turn. I should have played Forest there. Alright. There we go. Game number 1 down. That was a very long game number 1. So playing best of 3 on this one still. So what do we bring in against this deck? Making him discard actually could be pretty good. So Vicious Rumors. We didn't see a ton of their deck. Whisper Agent could be okay. I think Ritual of Soot probably hits more of our stuff. I mean, it kind of depends, I guess. Maybe we just run it back how it was. Yeah. I think we just run it back. Alright, here we are again against Jamba. And yeah, I'll see here, waiting on the opponent. Ooh, no land. Ugh, that's terrible. Alright. Mulliganing. Going again. That's a pretty fast start. Yeah, we'll keep that. Child of Night actually helps turn on the Pelt Collector here. We don't get the Burglar Rat turn 1, but I think I'd actually prefer to get this up to a 3/3 as soon as possible. So, land Pelt Collector. Burglar Rat actually sometimes is better later on in the game when they're holding on like 3 cards. So let's just hope they don't have turn 2 anything bad here. I'm trying to remember what removal there really is in Guilds of Ravnica. There's not a ton of stuff in the early games there, early turns. Advanced Surveillance. Alrighty. Yeah, so I think Child of Night, Wario Kepi will be awesome here. Alright, so Child of Night. We have our Whisper Agent mana as well. Alright, swing in, 4/2, pass the turn. One mana 2/2 is good. One mana 3/3 even better. Yeah, this is fun. Alright, they have their colors, unfortunately. We'll see. They might just like be trying to draw cards here. They might Notion Rain or something. Okay, Darkblade Agent does come down. Alright, let's man, yeah, Okepi and swing in for 3. Swing in for 3. I'm guessing he's not going to be blocking here. Doesn't have a chance to surveil. Next turn we have to be a little more careful of that. We will Burglar Rat probably beforehand just to make sure. Whisper Agent's pretty good for surveilling here as well. Yeah. Vicious Rumors into Burglar Rat would probably be the best way to go. Okay, Discovery. Does surveil. Gives it Death Touch. We are going to block with Okepi for sure. You get a surveil additional 2 cards. That is really good. And I think this is a lot better limited card than it is standard. I've been trying to find a way to actually use this in standard. The standard Dredge deck it can work decently well with, but that's kind of it. All right, so Darkblade Agent. All right, does not swing. All right, that's good. We're okay with that. Yeah, so we'll Swamp and Burglar Rat. See if we can get rid of their hand a little bit here. They did stack the top of their deck, though. That is a big downside. And they kept everything on top too, which is not good. Alright, gets rid of Thousand Year Storm. Alright. Which is probably the weakest card in their deck, honestly. So, swinging with these two. They can trade here if they wanted to. Down to 9, past the turn. And I think we're in pretty decent shape here. There is something to be said about having played Whisper Agent instead, just to put a little bit more pressure on. But I think Burglar Rat, getting rid of a Thousand Year Storm is pretty good. Radical idea. And Night Veil Shade. Okay. So they can double block now. Another Swamp. Go to combat, attack in. If they double block, I think we actually kill the Shade here. Shade can be pretty good. Alright, just blocking there. Alright, that's fine. And we'll Whisper Agent on the end of their turn. So Swamp, pass the turn. Possibly as a blocker for this guy. Honestly though, even with him drawing cards, though, the biggest thing that we don't want is, we have... If we bring him down, we actually have a pretty decent chance at lethal. So Veiled Shade. And don't play anything else. Alright, so ends combat. We will Whisper Agent now. So if we draw into removal, we have the game here, I think. Resolve. Surveil. So we have a chance to look for what we want. We don't have the 2 green sources here. This guy can tap for green, though, and we can pump him. So do we actually have enough mana for that? I think we keep that on top. Yeah, that's... Okay, pass to my turn. And we can play it. Yeah. Alright. So... Tap here for green. Here and here. And keep up Whisper Agent. Yeah, alright. Bring down a 7/5 with Hexproof. That's fine. Oh my goodness. Ionize. That's pretty good. Oh, fine. If we swing in, they have to trade here. I'm going to swing in here. Try to take out their Darkblade Agent. If they want to surveil and try to draw cards instead, I'd rather get 3 damage in right now. Alright, so they do block. Perfect. So we wanted to get one thing off the board. Their Veiled Shade can be a pretty good blocker against this Spell Collector and still stay around here. We're hoping for removal again. They have a card. They have a draw. All right, so Radical idea. Discarding Island. And more lands. That is good. They can shuffle their graveyard back into the library anytime here. Ooh, alright. Yep, alright, so this doesn't let us win this turn, but it definitely puts us a lot closer. So target creature, Burglar Rat will fight their Veiled Shade, and then we swing in for 5. Yep. Swing in for 5. Putting stuff back in. That's fine. And pass the turn. I don't think they had anything in their graveyard that was worth... that would kill our entire board. Yeah, so there we go. That worked out very, very good. Very good top deck. We will accept that. All right. So that was game number 1. And this is the one downside I feel like with best of 3 is I feel like games just go so long. That's fine though. So we got our 1 win. We'll keep going here. Limited does tend to play a little bit longer as well. But yeah. All right, Tolchev, bring it on, Tolchev. All right, let's see here. We will play first. We will mulligan first. What? Oh, mulliganing down to 5 in limited is terrible. Ugh. Man, do we mulligan here? This is like the most risky keep. We just say that we're going to draw everything good from here on out. We do get a scry. All right, so we get at least 1 creature on top. We're going to go Guildgate, pass the turn. Yikes. Well, we're just going to curve out. We're just going to hit a 4-drop and everything. We're just going to be good the entire way up here. All right, so Shieldmate, pass the turn. All right, red and blue here. Goblin Crater Maker. So can't kill this guy. We're going to be swinging in anyway. All right, so go to combat, attack in. Land is very, very bad. He's guessing he's probably going to be using on this guy anyway, so we're just going to play the Trooper now. And pass the turn. So if he swings in, he can do 2 damage and then kill one of our guys. But I still think that we probably don't block. We'll see here. Piston Fix Cyclops. Fist Cyclops. Yeah, alright. Well, I could create a Trampler here, but I think we just keep building our board up right now. That's pretty good. Right, no attackers. We're just gonna wait until we get to our big guys here, yes. It's a very big blocker. What's up, Gabriel? How are you? Thanks for joining in today. Alright, Crater Maker comes down. Number 2, so they can just like wipe our board basically here. And they can actually do it in response. Not actually, they can't quite do it in response to our Severed Strands. Let's swamp. I think we have to get this Piston Fix Cyclops off the board to have any shot. So let's Severed Strands, Cyclops. I think I want to use the Trooper. Shieldmate is... I guess Shieldmate's the worst out of these ones. Kind of. I'm never really going to be discarding a creature card here, so let's go ahead and get this guy. So it's an additional cost, so they don't get the ability beforehand to target it. Alright, there we go. Gain our life. Kill the big guy. We are going to swing in here. If they want to kill our stuff, I mean, they could have anyway. So probably what you do here is you block one, kill the other. That way you stop 4 damage. Yeah, that's what he's going to do. Oh, or Sure Strike. Okay. That's bad. Yeah, all right. Well, we're going to keep on keeping on here. Videlkin Mesmerist. Swings in for 4, I'm guessing. No? Okay. Well, Pelt Collector. I'm guessing that gets killed by Crater Maker. Man. If they killed Child of Night, it does grow, but Crater Makers, they have 2 of them. This is bad. We need to start drawing into our bigger creatures. That's what we need to do. Alright, so what do we draw here? Or what do they play? We kept a really land-heavy hand. And we've drawn quite a few creatures for what we drew, what our opening hand was. Crater Makers is just good. Alright, I think if in this sideboard we're probably going to bring in a little more discard. I don't know. So it attacks in, it actually makes this guy smaller. When it dies, it doesn't actually trigger the Pelt Collector. If we block, they can just blow up our Pelt Collector as well. No blockers. I mean, as long as they're swinging in for 2 each turn, we're actually in okay shape. Although they can... Oh man, land is bad. The only reason I'm playing land is to get a little bit closer to our Arboretum. I'll keep 1 in hand, but... Alright, we're going to swing in with a Child of Night now. I want to get rid of these Crater Makers any way possible. Alright, so you're going to block and hit the Pelt Collector here. That's fine. Keep our Lifelinker. I'm actually okay with that for now. All right. They might have some counters or something in hand. I feel like they're not playing a lot for what they've got. Alright, swings in for 4. Possibly a Dream Eater here. We'll go to combat first here. Swing in. They can still kill us with the Crater Maker, but gain life, do some damage. We're still racing them at this point, technically. Alright, Pilfering Imp, go. I choose you. They can still draw more, too. Eek. Yeah, pass the turn. Alright, next turn, so they're going to wipe our board, and then we're going to draw Izoni. That's the plan. Radical idea. Swings in, targets this fella. We don't block. I mean, as long as we keep doing this, we're actually winning the race now. I am probably going to go looking through their hand, though, to try to make sure. Yeah. He's going to kill this guy. Okay, so he does kill that guy right away. Goblin Banneret. Goblin Banneret's bad, especially with this much mana now. So this is what we do. We go to combat, we attack in. Goblin Banneret actually can just wreck us here. Oh, if he has Sure Strike... Okay. I guess that would have happened either way then. Yeah, pass the turn. Opponent is dominating us. I'm not sure how much longer we're gonna wait. They can pump so much. This is a 2-turn clock. If we draw in a Zoni, then we have a shot here. Otherwise, we're just straight up dead. All right, Goblin Banneret. Yeah, how much can they pump here? They're gonna. This is 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. Yep. Down to 4. Alright, Izoni for the win. I mean, technically we stay alive. Well, so... we play this guy. We play this swamp and make it fight the Banneret. And if he pumps here, then he kills us. Yeah, so he does pump. Gets to swing in for a 3-2. This way, I mean, we at least get something off the battlefield right away. Alright, still Izoni for the win. Alrighty. Stuff can't block, and that's land, and that's a good game. Alright, so we will just concede here because we're going to game 2. Ew. That was interesting. Alright, so what do we want against this deck? This is good against the Banneret, but not much else. Wall, no. More Okepis wouldn't be terrible. I think we just have to run better, honestly. Like, I actually like how our deck is set up right now. Maybe another Vicious Rumors for something on the top end here. Yeah. I mean, they just drew into good stuff there, I think. So I think we just play it over again. Because I like the way that we have our deck set up. I think it's good against this right now. Hold Chiff. And yeah, we'll play first. We're hoping for not a 5-land hand this time. We're hoping for more than one, though. Oh, man. Yeah, we have to mulligan a 1-land hand. We have to mulligan a 0-land hand as well. Oh my goodness. I mean, we keep that. Land on top, alright. Oh man, this is ugly. Well, he mulliganed a 2 at least, but we are playing first, so we're technically at a 2-card disadvantage. Alright, we're going to start gaining life at least. Hopefully. Child of Night, pass the turn. Oh man, Crater Maker again. Go to combat, swing in. I feel like he's just going to kill this right away. That might be better though. We'll play the Shield Mate. And Crater Maker's doing work here, for sure. Alright, go to combat, attack in. He did have Sure Strike last time. Oh man, I should have Sure Strike there instead, or I should have Severed Strands. And swinging for life. Alright, we're gonna hope for no Sure Strike. I'm pretty positive he's got it though. Yep. block and sack. Alright, and then Okapi. And pass the turn. Well, go to combat, swing in Vigilance for 5, play another one. And this is a pretty aggressive start here. It's hard to deal with. Alright, combat. We're going to hold on to the Golgari Raiders for a while. It's not really worthwhile to play just the one of. Command the Storm, kills one of them. Swinging for 5, down to 8, past the turn. Fresh-faced recruit. It only has first strike on their turn. Okay. Combat, we'll attack in here. Yep, they'll kill it. That's fine. Down to 6. Next turn we have a bigger Golgari Raiders. And yeah, we'll pass the turn. All right. Well, we'll play Forest. We'll play Golgari Raiders. Swing in for 5. Does resolve. They have to answer. They have to kill 2 things here now. Chemist's inside. And alright, perfect. Good game 2. I think they drew pretty poorly there as well. I mean, they mulliganed down to 6. And I think we keep it, yeah. Whew, alright. That one worked. Alrighty. Oh man, so when's the last time you guys have done a competitive draft? Like either in paper or on Arena? When's the last time you guys have done it? Because it's been a while for me now. I usually play just best of 1s. I don't usually play the best of 3s, and it goes a lot longer, but there's more strategy to it for sure. Like I feel like you can scoop easier in some cases too, so not every game goes as long. It matters a little bit more. We have Pelt Collector turn 1, and nothing for turn 2 yet, so yeah, we'll keep it. Hoping for land. We have a lot of 2-drops as well. This is kind of a risky keep. Well, Pelt Collector. Get our 1/1 on the battlefield. Goblin Crater Maker, yeah. Guildgate, no attackers. We'll see if he sacks this right away. Another Crater Maker. Man, these guys are so good against us. Well, Pilfering Imp isn't terrible. Not drawing land is pretty terrible, though. No attackers. We'll see if they sack here to stop the Imp. We're definitely going to be discarding their hand anytime we can. I think with this deck, that'll be better. Alright, give us land. Yep, swings in, no blockers. Down to 16. Alright, Swamp. So Swamp gives us... let's go Akepi. See if they ionize or something here. This way it pressures them to kill the pet collector now and the Okapi. Alright, swing in for 3. We're not doing anything with pilfering it right now. Alright, swinging in. This looks like a sure strike then. No blockers. Gets in for 12. Land is pretty good here. Yep. Grow Pelt Collector again. See if this resolves. So I'm guessing they Crater Maker now. They don't, actually. I guess they can go off the trigger here. But they let it get bigger. That's actually totally okay with us here. Let's see what they do. They might just have their the storm, whatever. Yeah, command the storm. That's fine. Down to 13, pass the turn. We do have blockers now for them. If they have a sure strike, Alright, we just need to get these guys dead. Sure strike or run amok. Run amok is actually pretty bad here. But we get to kill one of them. Whisper Agent will come down next time. Alright, so they let it go. And Radical Idea. That actually helps out our Izani if we ever draw into the mana here. So I think we go Gary Guildgate, hope for land. Maybe just Pilfering Imp here. So if, yeah, so land. What we do here is we Guildgate. They still have Radical Idea to kind of draw here. So let's go to combat attack, and we'll play Whisper Agent and then Izoni next turn. I mean, Pilfering Imp helps Izoni. Yeah, and pass the turn. So I'm guessing Radical Idea discarding the land here. Yep. There is a reason to play Whisper Agent now, but I'd rather get it down. Like I'd rather they ionize that versus the Izoni. Alright, Whisper Agent goes surveilling. Prey Upon. How big is this guy? He's a 2/3. Prey Upon is another removal spell for that guy, at least. I think we want some better stuff, though. Because we have the Deadly Visit. Severed Strands actually works really well with Izoni as well here. So let's... Here, let's go to combat. Let's try to attack all in. If they trade with the Whisper Agent, we're fine with that. Alright. So they just tap it down. Alright. That's fine. We'll attack in here with the Imp then. And Izoni. Only for 3, but that still fills up the board pretty well. We have more card draw now. We have targets for Severed Strands. We can block this guy. Yeah, they're seeing that we got rid of the Prey Upon there now. Which again, against red, I'm more worried about them having a Sure Strike or something like that to pump it up right as we try to Prey Upon, and then that's not fun. Alright, so what we're hoping for is that they just start playing some big stuff that we can just annihilate here. And just demoralize them. Alright, Chemister's Insight. Swamp. So play Swamp. Let's go to combat. Attack. Sever Strands lets us actually swing in with Whisper Agent. Let's see if they Sonic Assault now, though. Pilfering Imp actually can be pretty good as well. I mean, getting rid of their cards so they can't actually use them here. I don't know. So they're just debating if they want a Sonic Assault here. So they do Sonic Assault on the Azoni. That's fine. We attack with these 4. We are down to 8, which is bad. Swing for 4. Severed Strands. Targeting an insect. Kill their guy. We can just draw cards here. Yeah, we're gonna draw off of this rather than our creatures here. We can gain life that way, so we'll keep it up. But yeah. We are presenting lethal. And we can kill anything that they bring back in. Chemister's Insight. Yep, resolves. Got rid of a Sure Strike. So they did have the Sure Strike. Probably would have used it against the Whisper Agent there. Or swung in for more damage. Alright, so we do win here. So that resolves. We're going to go ahead and draw cards just in case. And then we Deadly Visit. Child of Night, sure. Forest, Graveyard. Combat, swing all in. And exactly, there we go. Alright, there we go. Game number 2. And we're still checking along, so we're going to keep on going. I have about 30 minutes left before I better head off, get ready for work, because I am still working now. But we're going to play this one as well. And hopefully it doesn't go crazy long. We will see. But yeah, doing so well, so good. So, all right. All right, so Green Halg, bring it on. So we're playing competitive draft for anyone that's joined now. Competitive draft, we are playing first. We've won the draw every single time, actually, so that's been pretty fun. Yeah, we keep it. Wouldn't have minded some green mana here somewhere, but I think Pilfering Imp and Child of Night is a good turn 1, turn 2. Pretty cheap cards, so as soon as we draw into a green source, then we're just great here. So yeah. Yeah, competitive draft, we do have the Golgari build. First pickup was Izoni, and was able to finally play it last game. So yeah, we'll keep this going. Well, not green mana yet, so we're going to go to combat, swing in, and Child of Night. So in Limited, I actually prefer to kind of wait. Well, I guess Pilfering Imp, we can get whatever we want out of their hand, so probably could have done that. I still like swinging in when I can with it. Burglar Rat works. Wouldn't mind some land, though. Opponent's just saying good game. I mean, if they want to scoop right now, we are totally fine with that. I think now that they saw that we don't have a land, they're going to be a little more optimistic. Ooh. Vicious Rumors. This is brutal. Especially because we do have quite a bit of removal in this deck as well, so when they finally do get stuff out, it can be pretty bad. Utopia, alright. Swing in. Down to 11, past the turn. Problem is that our creatures are all very small, so as soon as they have something they can block, we're just like, alright. Alright, perfect. So they do scoop it up. That's the goal of discard, is just to demoralize them to the point where they don't realize that we are playing terrible stuff, that they're just like, oh, we can't do anything, and feel better about it. All right, so I think we run it back as is, though. I don't think we bring in more discard. Yeah, just run as is. Alright, game one went really quick. That was good. Let's hope for another one of those, because then I can actually play again. That'll be good. Alright, yeah, this is perfect. Good stuff. Hopefully we can draw into the lands for the Izoni. Yeah, we'll keep this. Hopefully this Burglar Rat turn 2 is demoralizing. That is the goal. Demoralize as much as humanly possible. Okay, that's kind of mean. I probably shouldn't. Yeah, okay. Alright, so Selesnya. So they probably just didn't have any green mana, and that was probably the big issue before. Alright, Healer's Hawk. The Pitiless Gorgon actually gets through the wall, so that's good. So I think we play that. Ooh. Alright, so Burglar Rat. We don't play Poke Collector yet because we have a couple 2-drops in black that can pump it up. So we're going to try to play that next turn. Yeah. So discard down to 3 cards. Urban Utopia down again. And yeah, we're in decent shape here, I feel like. We shall see though. Man, these headsets like start hurting my ears after a while. I need to find something new. Although everyone says that these sound pretty clear, so I do like them. That's pretty good. Alright, so let's swamp and Gorgon or Shade are both pretty good here. Let's go with the Gorgon. No attackers. We still have a couple turns to really be okay here. Knight of Masses, I feel like that was kind of a preemptive hit there with that one. This actually is pretty good. I feel like it should be played more in Standard. I think that it's one of the best pump spells you can have, especially with how cheap Selesnya is right now. Alright, I think we're hoping for land, Pelt Collector into Shade. Otherwise, we just Severed Strands something here. Alright, land gives us that. So, Pelt Collector, Shade. so now we're wide enough that we can start actually doing some stuff. So Gorgon, go ahead. Next turn we can Severed Strands. Actually, hopefully land Severed Strands. Maybe just kill the Hawk. I think we're actually okay with what's on the battlefield now. So they are going to trade here, or block it. Yep, Death Touch comes in. And opponent missed their land drop last turn. Ooh, Naya. Okay. That's interesting. That could be why they scooped the first game. Alright, perfect. So we are definitely going to be Sever Strands this guy now. That might be demoralizing enough again. Yeah. Alright, so land would be good. No land. Alright, so Severed Strands. Target opponent, creature, Burglar Rat. Yep, submit. Alright, go to combat, attack. Swing in. We're just going to play the shield here. Shield mate. Alright, and Vigilance fella. Stream started lagging for you. I'm not showing anything saying that it's lagging here on my side. Maybe a little bit of extra CPU usage there. Sorry about that. Alright, so drawing cards. Him getting rid of the Urban Utopias before was actually a pretty bad thing. I guess he didn't have green on that first game. I think we're in okay shape, though. I'm not really seeing any, like, big threats yet, so we just keep doing what we're doing. Next turn we can pump Shade a couple times. Make it a little bit quicker clock here. Alright, so go to combat, attack in. I think if we play this, then we actually have enough for the Elemental here, which I think would ultimately just definitely win it for us. Yeah, so we're not going to pump this time. Get down the Trooper. Zoning actually works pretty well with the Elemental as well, if we had a big board. Alright. Pass a turn. So yeah, this costs 9. I think I'm not sure if it's better to play that or just keep putting on pressure. That we give him more time to try to find something. We have our 2 big bombs in hand, though. That's good. Alright, so Centaur comes down, so now we do play the Elemental. Alright, pass to my turn. So now we Elemental. Pump our Pelt Collector. We could pump here first, actually. Swing with our Death Toucher and the Shade. No, we're going to do this. That was a way to get Pelt Collector up to 4, but we'll pass the turn here. We're just hoping they don't have like a Cleansing Nova or anything in this deck. I think that's the biggest downfall here for us. Alright, Shieldmate comes down. The nice thing about the Shade is that if the Shade dies, then we can pump the Pelt Collector. Opponent's saying good game again. We'll say good game back. I'm actually hoping for them to scoop, because I think there are ways they can come out of this. Alright, pass to my turn. Oh man, Deadly Visit. So we can discard here as well to give him trample. Yeah, let's go to combat. We're going to attack with all. With everything. If they block here, I mean, that means they're letting something else through. Maybe hold back the Shieldmate. We're gonna do it. Sure Strike is our biggest downfall here. If they Sure Strike the Elemental, which then pumps Pelt Collector again. They can block. And if they... Yeah, they can block Pelt Collector here. I think instead of pumping the Shade, we just play Okepi here again, and then we hope for land for Deadly Visit. And that should give us a pretty good opportunity here. So probably what I would do is I would block Pelt Collector and Generous Stray here on the Elemental. Yeah, I really don't know with Red. It probably just has a few Boros creatures. Like he probably has like Aurelia, but then drew into a bunch of green stuff as well. So he's probably just like trying to make it work for that. Yeah. And lets this through. So this is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Right? 7 plus 7, so... Alright, perfect. I think he actually had ways out of that. He just didn't keep playing it through. I mean, we had a very good board and good stuff in hand, but still. Alright, there we go. Alright, so... If we have another hour-long game, I don't have enough time here to keep going. So I probably better head home, be with my wife and the baby and stuff before I go head off to work. But we have 4 wins here. We'll probably come back and do this again the next time. But yeah, doing pretty well with our competitive draft so far. So we have our 3 wins, undefeated so far. Man, I really want to go for these, but we'll wait for now. But yeah, thanks so much everyone for jumping in. I'm glad that Taylor gave us a raid. It's a tailor-made Taylor raid is what someone said earlier. But yeah, thanks so much for jumping in. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys follow, see some of my stuff again, because we'll probably be doing draft later. I've been streaming Monday, Wednesday, Friday mornings. I'm debating if I'm probably not going to be streaming much during December, because I'm swamped working many jobs right now. And so we're going to, yeah, I've been working like 4 jobs, and this is just kind of my extra thing I'm doing. And so it's been pretty hard. But if you guys want to, anyone that's new here, go check out my stream or my YouTube channel, MTG Jeff. We do a bunch of janky decks all the time. All right, thanks so much, you guys. Really appreciate it. We'll see you, and bye-bye.